Let's understand how to create now first data structure of pandas, that is panda series. So we are going to now create pandas series. So let's mark it markdown, shift enter. Now let's see how to do that. So first of all, just like in NumPy, we were doing import NumPy as NP. Similarly, here you have to do import pandas as PD. So this is going to import your pandas library for you. Now, in the way how we were saying np.arrays and it was creating a numpy array for us. Similarly, let's say you want to create for a variable a and you want to create a series for it. So you can say pd.series. Now, as you remember, in NumPy array also, we were passing just a list to it. Similar way, I will be passing a list here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. So now I have 5 values. So it's going to be passing this as a list, and but it's going to create a panda series for you. Now, interesting thing about it is that this is again going to be homogeneous. Just like in a NumPy array, it is going to be homogeneous, but it can be of any type. Like I said, it can be numeric, it can be date time, it can be Boolean, it can be object, any sort of type you can basically create with your pandas series. Let's say I want to output this value. Now I want you to note one interesting thing here. When it is outputting this value, it is showing you that this is the type int64. So it is keeping the data of integer 64 type. Secondly, what is this? This is your index. So it is basically representing your index part. So this is how you will be kind of able to see this data. Now, second thing which might be coming in your mind, that how to check that what is the data type for it. So in order to check the data type and all, so what you have to do in this case? So you have to just say type. And if you remember, this same type command, we were already using it from a long time, right? So you can see here that I'm getting pandas.co.series.series. So it's of series type. That's how you can work. Now, one more interesting thing to note. Since I said that this is going to be a like a NumPy array, right? Because series is nothing but a homogeneous array kind of thing for us. So in this case, I should be able to assess this also, right? Because if we have just understood this point that this is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2, this is index 3, and this is index 4. So this, since this A is a series, and if I want, let's say, the value 3, so I should be able to do something like this, right? And this is something not new for all of you. We have already seen it in our NumPy side as well. Like in NumPy also, we have already understood it, that how it looks like. So let's do it and let's see whether it works or not. So in order to achieve this, we will say A of 3 and A of 2, sorry. When I say A of 2, I should get the value 3, right? So this is how you can also retrieve the value. So all the other thing like slicing and all, whatever we understood in NumPy, like you can say running from 2 to 5, or we can say, so all these things, whatever we have learned, right? So if you remember, we want to, let's say, define 2 to 5, or we want to say that I want in a list 2 comma 5 comma 7 these indexes, all the columns, like that. We can do all these things just like how we have done it in the NumPy. Okay, there's nothing new here. You can do all these things just like your NumPy. I want to show you one more interesting thing, and just notice the subtle difference once I will show you the type for it. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, let's say, create a series this time. Let's say pd dot series, and I'm going to pass this list here. So let's say, and this time if you notice, I'm passing basically characters, right? A, B, comma, C. So these are characters what we have just basically created. Now what I want to show you is, let's say if I show you the value A, notice one important difference here. It is showing you the data type as an object. So wherever in your panda, in your series, whenever you are storing it like a string, it is represented by your object. Okay, So that's something just keep in mind. Now going back. So this is how we have seen that how to create all these values with respect to your integer or basically character, means which we are denoting it as an object. Now one more interesting thing which I want to show you. If you remember, we have discussed about something like np.arrange. Now what's the advantage of using np.arrange? When I was using this arrange, this is helping me to get a range like from 0 to 100 or whatever, right? So it was basically kind of range, so I need not type so much of elements into a list. Similar way, think about a date data type. If I have a date data type, in this case, what will happen if I have to give, let's say, dates starting from, it's 2018 right now. So let's say if I want the dates from 1st of January 2018 till today. Now today it's May, right? It will be very difficult to keep on writing the dates like that, and I can't use this arrange API. So for that we have a different function which can help us in achieving the same. Okay, so let's understand that how you can do this. So in order to do this, there is a date underscore range API which we will be using here. So let me show you. So let's say I will say A is equal to PD dot date underscore range. Now when I say date underscore range, I need a starting value and an end value. So let's say I'm going to say 1st of January 2018. This is my starting date, and the end date, let's keep it today date. So I can say 23rd of May 2018. Okay, so if you look at it, it's returning, it's going to create now a range of dates for you. So you can see here that I am basically getting all these values ranging from 1st of January till today, right? And you can also notice that it's telling you that it's of date time data type and the length is 143. So that's basically length, basically how many values you got, how many dates you got. So this is what that is representing. So this is how you can also kind of provide your date values. Now one important thing, what if I do a type of A? Let's do it and see. Let's say if I do a type of A. Now you can notice that it's returning you basically date time index, right? So it's basically a data type for it. It's still a pandas type and it's like a series, it's a time series, but the basically it's going to be called as date time index. So let's see, this concludes our first section of series. Now we will explore few more things, that how to work with pandas, data frames and all.